Good morning, students. I hope you have done the questions of exercise 13.3 that we discussed in the previous video. Now, today we shall be discussing three questions that are left from exercise 13.3. Question number 8 and 9 both are related to rate of flow of water. If you remember, in class 9 also you had a question of rate of flow of water. Only one question was there. Here also you have just one question of rate of flow of water. Sorry, two questions. What does he say? Water in a canal 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep is flowing with a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. Canal. All of you must have seen canals, or all of you know the shape of the canal. It is a three-dimensional figure. The width is given to us, depth is given to us. Width of canal. Width of canal. That is B. Then depth of canal. Depth of canal, that is H. Depth is 1.5 meter and width is 6 meter. Right? And he says that the water in the canal is flowing at the rate of 10 kilometers per hour. Speed of water in canal is equals to 10 kilometers per hour. Now, if you remember in class 9 as well, we discussed a question of speed of water. Speed of water will always give you the length or the distance covered by the water in the canal for how much time. So therefore, distance covered by water, in the canal for 1 hour is equals to how many kilometers? 10 kilometers. And we know this distance will be the length of water in the canal, or length of the canal for how much time? 1 hour. Canals with 10 into 1000 meters. Meter and meter. Right? This is the most important part. What do you mean by the rate of flow of water? What do you mean by the speed of water? The speed of water will give you the length of water in the canal for that respective time. In this case, the time is how many hours? 1 hour per hour. So per hour, the water is covering a distance of 10 kilometers. So that means the length of water in the canal for 1 hour is how much? 10 into 1000 meters. That means volume of water in canal for 1 hour is equals to L into B into H. That is 10 into 1000 into 6 into 1.5 meter cube. Length into breadth into height. Right? We can calculate 10 into 1.5, 15, 6 are 90 and 1000 meter cube. This is the volume of water in the canal for how much time? 1 hour. Now this water can be used for irrigation, this water can be used for drinking, this water can be used for washing the animals and several number of purposes. Right? What is being used over here? He says, how much area will it irrigate in 30 minutes if 8 centimeters of standing water is required? Right? He says this water is used for irrigation. And irrigation of where? Irrigation of standing irrigation. Standing irrigation means water is required standing. It has to be on hold. Right? 8 centimeters of standing water. So we know that this water is going to be emptied into the field, right? Where it is going to be collected, and what is the height of that water? 8 centimeters. So the field, he says area of field, length into breadth into height. Isn't it? That is again in the shape of what? Volume. So therefore, this is volume of water in canal for 1 hour. We don't want for 1 hour, we want for only 30 minutes. 30 minutes means half an hour. So therefore, volume of water for irrigation that is only 30 minutes. That is equals to 90,000 meter cube divided by 2. Because this was for 1 hour and this is for how many minutes? 30 minutes, that is half an hour, so it is divided by 2. I hope there is no confusion. So that means volume of water in field is equals to area multiplied by standing water. Standing water. How much is the height of the standing water? Area multiplied by height is 8 centimeters in the question. And how much is the water in the field? It is equals to 90,000 upon 2 meter cube. So can you see? This is in centimeter, this is in meter. We need to convert this into centimeters. So therefore we will get the area. So you can transpose the things. Area into centimeters converted into meter. So 1 upon 8 upon 100 meter. 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter is equals to 90,000 by 2 meter cube. Transpose the things. So 90,000 multiplied by 100 upon 2 into 8 meter square is equals to area. You can see why meter square? 1 meter and meter cube. Meter square is that. That is going to give us what? Area. This was important. Rate of flow of water. What do you mean by the rate of flow of water? Clear? So that is what you have to do. Can you do the calculations now? 4 2s are 8 or 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 10, 4 5s are 20, 2 1s are 2 45s are, right? And 2 1s are 2 2 5s are. You can multiply, that will give you the volume. 22500 multiplied by 25 meter square is equals to area. Clear? Same is the next question, question number 9. There also he is talking about the rate of flow of water. What does he say? A farmer connects a pipe of internal diameter 20 centimeters into a conical from a canal into a cylindrical tank in a field which is 10 meters in diameter and 2 meters deep. This is a pipe whose internal diameter is given to us 20 centimeters. And the water in this pipe is flowing into a cylindrical tank. Right? And the diameter and the height of this tank is given to us. The diameter is 10 meter and 2 meters deep. This is 2 meter. The depth and the diameter is 10 meter. Correct or not? And the diameter of this pipe is given to us. So what are the quantities given to us? We are given diameter of cylindrical tank, that is 10 meter. So therefore radius of cylindrical tank, capital R is equals to half of 10, 5 meter, and height of cylindrical tank, capital H is equals to 2 meter. One more thing is given, that is the diameter of the pipe. Internal diameter of pipe is equals to 20 centimeter. So therefore internal radius of pipe small r is equals to half of 20, 10 centimeters. Now one more thing is given, read it. He says, if the water flows through the pipe at the rate of 3 kilometers per hour, the water is flowing at the rate of 3 kilometers per hour in this pipe. That means same over here. The water is covering a distance of 3 kilometers in how much time? 1 hour. So therefore, rate of flow of water is equal to 3 kilometers per hour. Therefore, length of water in same as it was over here. The rate of flow of water will give us the length of water in the pipe. Correct? That is the most important part. And since all of them are in meter, this is in centimeter, we convert all of them into meters. 3 kilometer, so 3 into 1000 meter. That is the length of water in the pipe. Here it is 10 centimeter, we will convert it into meter. 10 upon 100 meter. So therefore, volume of water flowing in pipe for 1 hour is equals to pi r square h. Sir, why? Here it was in the form of cuboid, the canal was in the form of cuboid, but here it is in the form of cylinder. So that is why volume of cylinder. Right? Everything is given to us. Pi r square h. Can we substitute? Pi 22 by 7. R square is given 10 upon 100 into 10 upon 100 into h, 3 into 1000 meter cube. Right? Any confusion? Question says, find the time taken. How much time will the tank be filled? Instead of pi, let it be pi over here. Alright, let it be pi. Question says, how much time will this tank be filled? So we know volume of tank divided by volume of water falling out. Will it give us a time? So therefore, time taken to fill the tank. Time taken to fill the tank is equals to volume of tank divided by volume of water falling in tank in 1 hour. So volume of tank, we know if the tank is in the form of cylinder, pi capital R square h upon pi small r square h. We already calculated pi into 10 upon 100 into 10 upon 100 into 3 into 1000 meter cube per hour. Pi and pi cancel. R square is given to us 5 into h2. 5 into 5 into 2. Right? That is the dimensions of that tank. And 10, 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. This is cancelled. So what is left? 3 into 10 hours. Right? Everything is cancelled. 3 and 10 are left over. 5 ones are, 5 twos are, 2 and 2 cancel. So 5 by 3 hours. You can convert it into minutes if you want. So 5 by 3, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 3 ones are, 3 twos are, 5 twos are 10, 100 minutes. How much time is it going to take to fill the tank? 100 minutes. Both these questions are important because they are given on the rate of flow of water. What does the rate of flow of water mean? Rate of flow of water mean it will give us the length of the water in the canal for 1 hour or for in the shape of a cuboid or in the shape of a cylinder. Right, students? So that is the most important part in this questions. You can see both of them are of same type. Clear? Now, one more question is left out in this exercise. Again, an important question about a well. And it is very important question, but very simple as well if we can analyze the figure carefully. Alright, that is question number 4 of the exercise, I suppose. Page number 251, question number 4. Page number 251, question number 4. What does he say in this question? A well, yesterday also we did, a well of diameter 3 meter is dug 14 meters deep. We all know what is a well. Well is this. It is dug under the ground, yes or no? And and the dimensions of this is given to us. The diameter is 3 meter and it is 14 meters deep. 14 meters deep. Depth of well, that is H, is equals to 14 meter and diameter of well is equals to 3 meter. So therefore radius of well, capital R, is equals to 3 by 2 meter. Any problem? Now he says the volume of earth that is taken up. We know when we are digging a well, what happens? Earth comes out, that is the mud comes out. Where do we use that mud? In question number 3, we use that mud in making a cuboidal platform. The volume of earth taken out was equals to volume of that cuboid. But here he says the earth taken out is spread out evenly. The earth taken out has been spread evenly all around it in the shape of a circular ring. Now I am making the top view of the well over here for you. This is the mouth of the well, right? The diameter is 3 meter, the radius is 3 by 2 meter. Right? Now this mud is spread out evenly all along this. This is the top view. From top we are observing the well. And this is where the mud is spread out. Is it in the form of a ring? Yes or no? That means the volume of earth taken out is equal to volume of this ring. According to question, volume of earth taken out is equal to volume of circular ring. In what shape is the earth taken out? In the shape of a cylinder. Pi r square h is equals to volume of this ring. We all know, right now we have done volume. Volume means what? Area multiplied by height. So that is area of ring multiplied by the height of ring. Yes or no? And area of ring formula we know is what? Pi capital R square minus small r square. And the width of the ring is also given to us. Width is 4 meter. This width of ring is how many meters? 4 meters. Yes? Width of ring is equals to 4 meters. So therefore inner radius and outer radius. So you can see inner radius is capital R 3 by 2, that is capital R, or I will use it as R dash and R. R is 3 by 2, that is 1.5 meter, and R dash is equals to 4 plus 1.5, that is equals to 5.5 meter. Can you see that? This is 1.5 and this is 4, so the outer R dash is 5.5. So area of ring pi into R dash square minus R square multiplied by the height h. Right? Pi capital R square into h. Pi and pi cancel. R square, how much is R? 3 by 2. 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into h. How much is h? 14 is equals to r dash. How much is r dash? And we are applying identity over here. R dash plus r into r dash minus r. A plus b, a minus b. Substitute the value. Don't cancel. 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 14 is equals to r dash plus r. 5.5 plus 1.5. 5.5 plus 1.5 into r dash minus r. 5.5 minus 1.5 into h. 5.5 plus 1.5 7 into 5.5 minus 1.5 4 into h is equals to 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 14. Can we solve? Simple calculations now.
3 into 3 into 14 upon 2 into 2. 7 and 4 iron multiplication goes into division is equals to h. 7 ones are 7 twos are 2 and 2 cancel. So 3 threes are 9. Sorry. 3 threes are 9 by 8 meter is the height. You can find it into decimal. You can leave it as it is. This was important. This area, volume of circular ring is equals to area of ring multiplied by height. Area multiplied by height gives us the volume. When we talk about this room, volume of this room, it is length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. Length and breadth are what? Length into breadth is equals to area. Right? We need to find the volume of anything. It is area multiplied by its height. Alright students? So that is very, very important. I hope this question is done. Please do the examples. Now, exercise 13.4. That is frustum of cone. Frustum of cone is not a part of syllabus. Is not a part of syllabus. So we shall not do it. Clear? So only 3 exercises are there in your syllabus. Exercise 13.1, 13.2, 13.3. Surface area of combination. Second, volume of combination of solids. And third, interconversion of volumes or interconversion of solids. So these are the 3 exercises that you have to do from this chapter. Please practice the examples of this chapter. They are very, very important. Right? But we have completed with the unit mensuration. Ensure that you learn the formula, then only you can do this. Otherwise, you cannot do any of the questions. All the best students. Please study hard. Monday we shall start with the new chapter. Thank you.